All right, everybody, we're going to get this thing rolling. Thank you to everyone that is on time here today. This is recorded, so if you do miss some of this or if somebody missed a portion of this, this will be up on YouTube. All right, guys, we're going to fly through this. So, what you're looking at here, you might have no idea, as far as the travel side goes, but you have an idea on the smart card. You might have no idea about the smart card, but you have every idea about how the travel side goes, or vice versa. So, basically what you're about to see here today is just a concept that for me changed my entire life. You see the guy that's talking to you today, he came from humble beginnings. When I saw this information, my mom didn't know where the next mortgage payment was going to come from. I was an 18-year-old college student with two brothers in high school, and we didn't really know if the lights were going to stay on or not. And so when I saw this information, I knew that I was going to have to be persistent with this if I was going to do it. And I couldn't be skeptical to any sort of ideas on how to build this thing. And so that was my initial why for seeing this. This concept here is a lot bigger than just a technology. This has a movement here. And so also in turn with that, when I saw this information, I really fell in love with the company when I realized what this was about. You see, the founder of the company, his name is Wayne Nugent, and the background that he comes from is a successful real estate background. His father was actually making millions in real estate, but then there was a stock market crash. Now, when you think about your day-to-day lifestyle, usually it might be, in your day-to-day lifestyle, you might have a problem at school, or you might have, troubles with sports or music or homework or anything of that nature. And so, basically you might, with that bad day, bottled it up, and then for some reason might have laid it all out on somebody that you care about most. And you see that happens on a day-to-day basis. That's a global problem. And actually with Wayne Nugent, the idea behind coming out this company was, basically he wanted to find a way to bring more family and friends together. And reason being, when his dad laid it all out on Wayne Nugent's sister, his sister actually ended up taking her life at the age of 15. Now, that's not to be somber about this. It's just to point out that, yeah, when he means bringing more family and friends together, usually when people are at their peak is when they're together doing things like, getting rich off of the idea of going on vacation, not rich in value or economically, rich in the experience, rich in the memories. That's usually when you're at your peak or your happiest. Or maybe when you're dining or going out shopping, things like that. And so this company, basically when you're hearing about this, thank your friend that invited you to this today, because you're hearing this opportunity from, basically a Macintosh standpoint. You see, Apple, before it was Apple, was Macintosh, and now it's become a global, it's actually the #1 brand name in the world right now, Apple is. And so, they did just about $300 billion in revenue in 2015 and have just been growing and growing, doing well. And so with this, you're seeing World Ventures at a time before it's World Ventures 2.0. But trust this, that when you're seeing this, this is going to change right before your eyes. For the first time in your life, you're actually going to know that it's about to happen. You see, World Ventures, basically they're right now a 12-year billion-dollar startup company. We're in 35 countries in all 50 states. And what we came up, we're a billion-dollar company in that time period because of one idea. And it's this just dream trips concept. You see, if you look at Sam's Club or Costco, they're notorious for things like bulk buying. They're notorious for a membership deal so that way you could get good rates on different products that you use day to day. Well, with this, you've never probably heard of somebody taking that Sam's Club, Costco bulk buying concept to travel. You see, what happened is Wayne Nugent with Dream Trips started talking to companies like Ritz-Carlton, Sheraton, Marriott, Hyatt, and saying, hey, what if we sent 50, 100, 500 customers to your hotel? What kind of prices can we get versus one family trying to book? Well, obviously the prices will drop way down, especially if you're saying, hey, Carnival Cruise Line, you have 1,000 cabins. How about we take those? The price might go so far down, it might drop to $250 per person for 6 days. Or you might want to go to Dubai. Maybe you want to, if you've never had a way of giving back, we actually plan large volunteerism trips to where people can now build bottle schools in third world countries, clean out water wells for fresh drinking water, build dream courts for kids, inner city kids, to get off the streets and have something to do during the day. Different things like that. And so that idea alone, just looking at these prices, think to yourself, do any of these prices look ridiculously expensive to you? No. And so with that, we generated a large problem as a company. With that problem, now people started realizing, wait, I don't need to wait 5 years, 10 years, 40 years to start living my life. I could start, instead of buying a PS4 or buying the next new brand name iPhone, maybe I could send myself on a cruise somewhere and experience things firsthand that I thought I'd have to wait till I was 60 to do. And so then we realized, okay, cool, more and more people are growing. Well, what if we could start changing this into a dream lifestyle? And so basically the only way that you could become a member with this club, this concept, is if you force yourself to save to travel. Every dollar that you end up spending within your membership, as long as you never quit, you get access to all of your points to be able to use to take off the top of a trip. You see 1 point equals $1, and if you didn't see the little ribbon next to the 728 here, just imagine being able to take $360 off the already deeply discounted rate. Very cool. And so with that, we're going to give you many options, because if you're taking more trips, you're burning more points. Well, in order to burn more points, you got to earn more points. And so you're probably going to share this idea with somebody. Maybe not necessarily for the idea of earning points, just the idea of, dude, I just went on a 6-day, $250 cruise. I thought that was what it costed per night. And they threw in all my food. I mean, they lost money on me on the food already. So you're obviously going to share this concept to people. We're gonna reward people for that, reward customers for that. Dining. Let's just say you went to El Nuevo Rodeo in Bloomington, Minnesota. They're a partner with us, and we have over 5,000 and vastly growing restaurants, bowling alleys, movie theaters, joining with us, even spas that are saying, hey, we'll pay you our advertising cost rather than throwing it on a billboard. And that way you have the funds to do whatever you want with your members. But as long as there's some sort of incentive that we know that, your customers are coming to us. And what World Ventures is saying to our members is, hey, get to these stores. If so, you'll get anywhere from 30 to 50% of your bill back in points. So Bloomington, the El Nuevo Rodeos, buy a $10 burrito, get $3 to $5 off something you're already doing anyway. Shopping online. If you're a shopper, just imagine getting anywhere from 0 to 60% of your bill that you're already paying anyway for your diapers for your baby, or your laptop that just shut down, you need a new one. Now just go through your online shopping mall, wait for it to get shipped to you, and you can get some extra points to be able to use to take off the top of a trip. Now, with that being said, that is the rewards program. But what I want to give you a little vision on, because this will take place here in 2018. This will take place very, very soon, presumably before 2018, and we're already 2 weeks away. And what's going to happen is the company's enrolling out this rewards program mall. And so what if there's a way where now that you're earning all these points, but you can't take a trip because you might be in school, you might already have some trips that are already previously planned. You got a ton of work to do. You ran out of all vacation days, whatever. Or maybe you just can't afford to pay for a trip quite yet. Well, what if there's a way where you can start taking your points and off those things that you're buying day to day anyway? What if now you can burn points on shopping, merchandise, wine, maybe even be able to build your own dream trip. You see, we have to plan large trips on these vacations at certain dates, but what if you could start burning points on your regular hotels that you just go and take off by yourself? That's what's going to happen. And instead of this being a dream trips cloud, again, going back, this becomes a dream life. And so, here's just example of somebody going out to eat, and that takes me into this new fly card deal. There's going to be a couple wow factors. One is you're not going to need the fly card to earn the points, but if you do, it's just going to make it simpler. It's going to add it to your program faster. And so if you're not sure what the smart card is, just imagine the last time you walked past a store or drove past a store, and when you drove past that store, you're like, dang, I wish I didn't leave my gift cards in my sock drawer, or whatever the case may be. right? You know, it's kind of it's a bummer. And so what if now you can put up to 8 cards all on to one card? Well, see, that changes the game, because now that lightens up your purse, lightens up your wallet, and in turn, you also get the added benefit of security. See, when I saw this, my number one reason for being excited yet nervous is that I thought, well, that's all, a lot of information all on one. What is the breach like? And so this isn't with this not undestructible. It's not unbreakable. But what's behind this is not a magnetic strip like your average card or your average chip card. See, what happens is that the antenna that's actually built within the card is alongside the magnetic strip, and what it has is just like the phone that you're on right now, or just like the computer that you're on right now, there's a firewall or a couple firewalls preventing viruses from coming in. And so the same exact thing here. You know, anything goes wrong, you're just going to deal with your bank just like you normally do with any other card. And even cooler, it's waterproof. So, you know, what this looks like is you're going to be able to turn your card on, you know, different ways based off rhythm and touch. You're going to be able to change your pin. You'll have a charger, a wireless charger with it that will keep it charged for at least half a year, you know, between the charger and the card, depending on usage, obviously. And we'll have a second way of confirming your card. You see, the card's going to be connected to this Dream Trips company app. And so the app is already active. It's private, so just exclusive to exclusive members. But what's going to happen is you're going to confirm your cards based off of when you slide it and then just type in the information. So just making sure that you do put the right information down. As you can see, there's a phone here in the top right-hand corner. At the bottom right-hand corner is an app. That's our Dream Trips app that it connects to. And, you know, it's imperative to know that, because with the smart card, everything that's been led up to this point within what you've seen so far, the card, there's going to come a point where if somebody just wants that product alone, they don't really care to travel or to shop, that's cool. But what we're going to do is, naturally, when somebody wants to purchase our card, you know, it's getting downloaded through a Dream Trips app. And so naturally, people are going to be thinking, why is this going there? Well, that's where our platform is at. And so on 1/5 of the app, you're going to see that. But on another 5th, you're going to be seeing the memberships. You're going to be seeing comparisons. You're going to be seeing what it's like to have that experience. And we're going to show them, hey, all you have to do is force yourself to save. You see, we're going to give you enrollment points up front that you are, quote unquote, feeing your way through. And then also the monthly dues that are being swung in. See, we are a business and we work similar to like a CD. We will collect the balance for 12 months, but then at the end, if you don't quit your fiscal year, December 16th, 2018, we will give you all your points dollar for dollar back. So you just got to force yourself to save travel in different increments and upgrade or downgrade as you wish. I do want to say with the Platinum, since you are getting way more points, this is bar none. If you're taking 1 to 2 trips a year, this is the membership to have. You see, with this, you're going to be actually able to save more than 20% more points on trips. You'll be able to apply up to 50% more points now, and you'll be able to see trips a week prior than everyone else that's in the company. If you were to get now with traveling or with, you know, bouncing around here or there, if you're to get sick or hurt, it also throws an emergency evac service. They'll cover up to $50,000, whatever it takes to get you air alerted. So, you know, there's just so many different benefits to this. The difference between the Platinum and the Gold are the things I just described here. You know, Gold has the mall, has entertainment discounts where you can get a few bucks off here or there on Papa Murphy's, or a buy one get one at a movie theater or something like that. And the standard just includes the trips and the booking engine. We get our own booking engine that we get to earn points off of on some things as well. So you know, there's that. But the thing is when somebody buys the card, here's what's cool, is when we release this to the public, when they buy that card and they come across those trips and they decide, why don't I become a member too? Well, when they hop into our ecosystem because of you, because of a link that you give them, well, now when they become a member, the cool thing is the company now they say, hey, if you refer 4 customers to our company, what's going to happen is we're going to stop your automatic savings that you have set up. The automatic transfer is great, but because you've brought us more business times 4, we're actually going to start paying you to travel. We're going to start paying you to go on a shopping spree. How does that sound? So, with that, you're probably going to really share this information. And so here's what the dividends look like: 50, 100, 200 bucks, depending on the membership that the customer gets. But, it may just be that somebody buys a platinum member, or a fly card, excuse me, and, when they buy that card, they might just keep sharing that link to other individuals, because they don't know where they don't know anything about the Dream Trips or the Smart Card. All they know is I bought this card from this person that I met. And so if anybody becomes a member through that link, that helps you get paid to travel as well. Each individual will count as one of your 4 and then some. So, here's the card timeline. Right now you're seeing this at a time where none of the members have it. Exclusive reps that have become members as well and have provided at least one customer to our organization have been allowed to get access to the card before the public and before all the members. We have over 1.5 million members, and right now what's going to happen is we're going to start making a slow push into the membership base and allowing members only to have the card, and then eventually we're going to release it to the public, and that's when it can just go haywire, just here, there, and everywhere. And so here's just some reactions to give you. This is just a mentor. I'm not going to show the whole video. It's on mute, but it's got some subtitles. But it's just to help you understand the magnitude of what this card will be able to do. See, I do get people asking, who are you? How'd you create this? Or who did you ask to create this? Can I add you? Do you have a business page? It does not stop. Unbelievable. I had a guy yesterday. I was at the mall, right? And I'm sitting down. I'm just stopping people just to see, just out of curiosity to see, hey, what are your thoughts on this? And this guy literally says, there's no other reason as to why this shouldn't blow up other than the fact that nobody knows about it yet. He said the wow factor alone with just the light, he said that is intriguing. See, if you can't see on the video, there's a blinky light that pops on when you turn the card on and when you put it in purchase mode. And, I got his email, and he's going to hop on to one of these that you're on today just because he wants to know how does he get on the front end of this sooner. So, with that, obviously, you're seeing the whole ecosystem. You're understanding how that's going to work. You're understanding how we're going to show them a retail price versus a wholesale price. And why it's basically, it's obvious as to why membership is awesome. But basically with that being said, there is a second portion to this that I get really excited about, and it's brief. I keep it real brief because I know this. You're seeing this information for the first time. I'm posting this on YouTube for people because it's their first time seeing this information. And I also know that you wouldn't hand a kindergartner a 12th grader novel or textbook. Okay, it doesn't add up. Your success is probably not going to be very high, as far as getting that child to comprehend everything. And so with this, there is an opportunity. This guy that's talking to you today does have an opportunity to make an income off this, and so can you. Thankfully that your friend invited you to see this, but also know that when you think about Sam's Club representatives, you probably don't know any. And so with that, imagine if everybody had to be a Sam's Club rep to be a Sam's Club member. Prices and charges, the revenue for the company would probably drop. And so, with that, just be a member if you just want to be a member. Just tell us that you just want a fly card just when you want that. But, this portion you can check out if you're not interested. But do know that the possibility here is incredible. And obviously, you can tell that just from what you've seen so far. And so you do get the chance to expand this or help the company expand it. They don't pay for TV advertisements. They pay for people, stakeholders. And what they allow you to do is to run your own business. They'll develop the app for you, develop your website for you, develop your charger and your smart card, all for $20 a month and $100 one time. If you're 18 or to 25, you get a discount on that. You know, just talk to the person that invited you to see this information. But for $340 in 1 year, you get the ability to have all of that done for you and just expand this. And so, you know, you think about Starbucks and the coffee and the cups and the napkins and the lights and the electronic, you know, the employees you got to hire. There's no way that you spend only $340 in just 1 month, let alone 1 year. And so with that, there's a lot of potential here. You know, if you want to have that Steve Jobs credibility, this is really the last part that I'll talk about the fly, but when this goes public, just imagine being able to get 10% of every card that's sold because you referred somebody to this. See, if this card runs for $200, imagine getting $20 per card that gets sold. That is incredible. That's your overhead right there, just on one card. Okay. Now with that, you know, when you plug yourself in, they're not giving you a card. You'll put yourself in a position to be on the front end of the Sooner, so you too can be in the mall. You too could just be walking down a hall. You too could just be at your job and have a light go off and have somebody ask you, hey, where do you get that? How do I get on the front end of that? And so we'll send you an email out every Tuesday allowing you to be on the front end if you were to choose to do so. It's not required. Nobody's going to have that card. But how we currently make money, you know, just to wrap the membership commission off or up, you know, basically you get anywhere from $50 to $150 when you refer 3 customers. You know, you refer 6, you get your money back. These are just one-time commission checks. It's not quit your job money. But what's super cool to me was when I heard about senior rep and residual income, I thought that the only way I could earn this was if I souped up a $50,000 house and rented it out to some college students or to rent it out to a couple adults, you know, in a city somewhere or whatever the case may be. But then I heard that, hey, no, if you just refer 60 customers and or if you can generate a team, you know, each rep can help you. It's capped off, but can help you up to half of your rep base. You know, if somebody refers 200 customers, you know, in a nutshell, just picture this. They could add up. Just one rep can help you get 30 customers, you know, quote unquote 30 customers on your way. The more reps that you can get involved, the faster you can even hit this. You know, so you might be able to make up to $2,000. You know, maybe this might be quit your job money for some people. As you can see, you know, basically if you know how to sign up, you can figure it out. You walk through it with the person that shared this with you, and you also now, because you've signed yourself up, you also know how to sign up somebody else. And now you too can sign up 2 people, and it can just grow and grow and grow. In turn, with this being on YouTube, you can leverage this to be able to just share this information with somebody, and you just sit there off of work that I've done one time, you know, and the potential is high. You can make up to $150,000. I'm also not here to be the hype guy. You know, if you get a gym membership, anybody can get one, but just because you got a gym membership doesn't mean that fast's just going to roll off your sides or anything. No, I mean, you got to go in the gym. You got to put in some work. You got to do some running. You got to do some push-ups. You know, anybody can become a rep here. If the rep part intrigues you, anybody can become a rep. Anybody can own their own business, especially when somebody's building everything for you. But you got to share the information. So if you don't do any push-ups in World Ventures, you know, not physical push-ups, but, you know, just sharing this information, pushing this information just in front of someone, not pushing them, but just actually putting them in front of it, you know, it gives you a potential to make an income. You know, basically with how the rep part works, as long as you're coachable and teachable, as long as you can pay attention to the rep tools that will be given to you as far as, you know, first starting out, and you can be ethical with everything, there's no way that you can lose at the end of your career. So yeah, here's what the deal is. You know, you can make $0 or you can make $1.2 million. I think the actual income disclosure is a little bit higher than that today. But again, just recap as I'm done here, but here's what the Dream Trips memberships look like. Again, select whatever one that best fits you. Refer 4, get paid to travel. Refer 4 here in the near future, get paid to shop. And again, for $340 in 1 year, you know, own your own business and be able to rock and roll and have some fun with your family and friends. Change their life. We're not looking for everybody here, though. You know, as far as the rep part goes, you know, we love you, but we're not just showing you. We're showing numerous people to see who are the ones that actually can see themselves helping us expand this, because this isn't a household name yet. And so what's cool is we can actually help half of your team as well. You see, there's a left team and a right team, and if we put you on our left and we put another person on our left, that person goes on your team, now making you 59 customers away from your residual income. But if you'd like to wait, that is okay too. We still love you and we'll connect. But, you know, we're going to put Bob in, and Bob, you know, let's just say your first 10 customers by the time you get started. Well, what happens is now is you could have been 50 customers away from your residual income, but because you waited, you got a customer there on your right, but you're 59 away when it could have been a lot different. So, you know, just get back to the person that communicated, you know, this concept with you. Just let them know, hey, I just want the fly card. Can you just put me on a list for that? You know, if you want the fly card before everyone else, but you're also you're wanting to enjoy the product as well, you know, become a member. Members will be informed about this prior to the public. And then again, if you want to be ahead of this before the masses, you know, get on here, plug into the membership of your choice, plug into the rep agreement, and then communicate with the person that invited you to see this deal, so that way you can get a head start or get on the right foot, let's just say, with this deal, and then get a head start before the public hits. So thank you all very much for being on this today. You all did, you all did decide to be on here, and that's, you know, it's choice time. We all have our own lives, and that's appreciated. And you're also, you know, very welcome to hop onto this and check it out again. But God bless you all, and have a great rest of your weekend. All right, take care.